Wrestling on Waycross Sports is sponsored by SWOCA, the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Jeff Burkhoff's Old Coaches Association, Foster & Montley Incorporated, Dr. Kevin Riley of Tri-Health, Kent Smith of State Farm, the Cold Springs, Kentucky location of La Rosa's, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Matt and Dominique Mercurio, Dr. Stephen Daly of UC Health, and the generous support of Greg Klein.
And welcome to the Crazy Time. This is the OHSAA Southwest Ohio State Wrestling Consolation Finals, coming to you from the Schottenstein Center here on the Ohio University campus. Greg Klein and Tim Cunningham and myself, Dave Bean, we're trying to bring you the matches here in the crazy time of the tournament. We have 9 matches underway, and there's everything from a 106-pound bout for 7th place through the semifinals determining 3rd and 4th places, and we've got lots of kids to cover. So
actually, we're showing you the 106-pound 7th and 8th place match between
Chase Huff of Goshen
against Michael Petralia of Bishop Hartley, Columbus.
Yep.
Chase is in the top, as you can see. You can read the Goshen on the back of his jersey. It's 0-0 as we start the second period. 1:25 left. In these contests, they're 1 minute first period and then 2-2 rather than in a championship round, which is 2-2-2.
This is one of those really strange matches, Greg. This is the second time these kids have wrestled in this tournament.
Yeah.
They wrestled in the opening round, and Huff won then in sudden victory, 10-6. And so this is a rematch of that earlier match. It's always tough to beat a kid multiple times, and so we'll see how this one goes.
Well, they called a stalling warning on Huff from Goshen, so he elected to release Petrala right away rather than get caught hanging on a leg and give up a penalty point for stalling. So less than a minute to go here in the second period. Huff trails Petrala by 1.
Huff came into this tournament with a 35-5 record and was the winner of the Wilmington District. Petrella from Bishop Hartley here in the Columbus area as a sophomore. Also, he came in with a 47-5 record and was 4th in the Claymont District. So Huff, on the one hand, has a better placement, but Petrella has done a lot from his district placing.
Well, Huff's been pretty aggressive here on. There's a nice reshot, but Petrella taking a short single on it twice. We've got about 10 seconds left here in this period. 1-0. Huff's going to go down the third period. So we'll get down to it, especially at the with these placement rounds, these points. These matches are generally pretty tight. So it's a 1-point match, 2-point match quite often. Not with a lot of back points as much as there is points from on your feet. So it's going to come down to a takedown, I think, here. A little caution on Trella.
The
There we go.
Huff is a taller wrestler and has shown he's been very consistent throughout the season. His coach is Dan Hill, who interestingly, Greg, was the last really, I guess I'd have to say, successful coach at Finneytown, where I
following in your
few
footsteps.
Years.
Well, he's a sophomore, 35-5, so he's got an opportunity to, grow on that. And, pay attention to the coaching, get a few more matches in, grow a little bit. He'll be all right. Nice little start at Granby.
And he comes out of it with the head clearing. Now, if you can,
be careful here. Now he's going to come out the back way.
Petrella.
Highest level wrestler usually wins this. You got to come up high.
Elevation wins here.
Yeah. So Huff's coming. He's got to clear the shoulder, clear the elbow right here. There it is. Now he's got it.
There it comes, I think.
Hasn't got it yet.
Petrella's doing everything to hang on and hope for a stalemate, but Huff comes out. He's getting weight on it. He needs to get that leg loose.
It's not going to like that. So Petrella's just hanging on. You got to kick out of that. You're allowed to.
Now each of them have an ankle.
There we go.
He's got to get off his hip, or he's going to go to his back.
He has gone.
Petrella picked up a cradle on him, but I didn't see it count.
Yeah, he got 2
there
points.
Was.
So
2-point near fall.
3-0. Still giving control to Petrella here. Got to get moving. There's only 15 seconds. And Michael Petrella swings
Petrella's
behind.
gonna ride this one out.
And that's going to be
giving up those back points, not getting out of that cross-body ride was the killer. And so Chase Huff ends this season on a disappointing note, finishing 8th in the state. And that is a pretty great accomplishment. That makes him what we probably should be calling all Ohio. You make it in the nationals, you get to be big, all American if you place in the top 10. So here it's kind of an all Ohio ranking, but Michael Petrella of Bishop Hartley wins that 7th place match.
I don't know if we've got anything for a little while yet, Dave.
I don't know what we have coming up at this point now.
Probably take a quick break as we're doing some preliminary matches. You can see 9 mats going on here. Most of the matches are to get to the 7th, 8th. We've got a couple wrestlers. We can probably show the Norwood wrestlers on mat 5 here. Yeah.
We'll be back in a very few minutes with the upcoming matches.
That's over.
Wrestling on Waycross Sports is sponsored by SWOCA, the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Jeff Burkhoff's Old Coaches Association, Falster and Montley Incorporated, Dr. Kevin Riley of Tri-Health, Kent Smith of State Farm, the Cold Springs, Kentucky location of La Rosa's, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Matt and Dominique Mercurio, Dr. Stephen Daly of UC Health, and the generous support of Greg Klein.
And we're here again in the crazy hour with more coverage from the Consolation Finals here at the 2018 Ohio Wrestling Championships. And we are, where are we, Greg?
Well, we're getting ready to do the 7th place match at 106 pounds. William Debker from Cincinnati Elder wrestles Pacey Najusik from Mason. So local match. I don't know. I'm sure I butchered his last name. I apologize, but here we go. This is a rematch of sorts.
Yeah, they met for 3rd and 4th in the district.
Yeah.
So they know one another, that's for sure.
Najusik won that.
Just as a bit of a warm-up, we also have a double match at 106 pounds coming up later in the championship bout. And we have more wrestlers here in the championship bouts this year than I can remember. And I've been coming here since 1968.
Yeah.
And we have 10 total wrestlers in different weights and different classifications coming up in this evening's championship round.
Well, Najusik leads 2-0.
I understand Najusik. I'm sorry, that's Depker.
He's a sophomore. So a little blood time. Najusik had the takedown, wins 2-0. This is the end of a long season. A lot of little injuries and big injuries, you know, been going on. So,
yeah, this used to be about what we expected to end up in matches for 5th and 6th or 7th and 8th, and this year we're beginning to.
Okay, now we're on. We're going to show the other match. We're on Gentry from Ross, yeah.
And it's 100. That's
113.
13 in Division 2.
Well, interesting. These guys met earlier in this tournament, as you mentioned earlier, talking earlier, with Ross Gentry giving up a big 5-point move. He was leading the match and just in the seconds gave a takedown to his back and cost him the match. So he's got a little bit to prove here. And again, this is for 5th place, so it's
that's a good sign, actually. The guys are fighting back. You know, we have kids that are fighting back and getting back into these rematches here within the tournament itself.
This is for 3rd place, Dave.
Well,
that's what I meant. I just told you 5th, but it's 3rd. So.
Yeah, it's the 3rd place match. And Gentry, you know, has a background here at the tournament. He's a 2-time placer. Wyatt is a 1-time placer.
This is Ross's lone representative here at the state,
which is unusual. We talked about that before. That you know, it is kind of unusual that you would only see one Ross wrestler here. Been one of the most successful and productive Division II programs, certainly in our part of the state.
Yep.
Rich Dunn, the head coach there, has just been a wonderful coach, and he's a wonderful guy too. He's also
out of bounds.
The treasurer of the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, and we want to express our gratitude to SWOCA as being the primary underwriter for this coverage.
Gentry high shoulders. There was kind of a half switch, not really, just kind of reaching back. Didn't clear his hips at all. So Christian Waite from Beloit West Branch.
The 113-pound division is underwritten by Foster and Motley. Dave Foster, the primary motivator there, and they have been an underwriter and sponsor of a weight class or weight classes for, I don't know how many years it's been now, but a long time. And we really appreciate their financial assistance. It's the only thing that makes this coverage possible, because it takes a lot to get our crew of, I don't know what the total is today, I suppose somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 or 11 volunteers here.
Depker trying to get out, get his escape. 2-1, 4 seconds. That was a big point for Depker from Elder. Elder's in 6th place in the team standings, so
this is important to them.
I don't think it's going to change much. They got about a 12-point lead on Massillon Perry for 7th, and then they're about 22 down.
Yeah, they are. They're down
from Wadsworth. So I think
Wadsworth,
this is.
You're right.
But it's it's important for next year.
Sure.
You want to place 7th, not 8th. Give you something to shoot for when you come back. And as a sophomore, I expect to see him here next year. That's nice move by Gentry. Took that little Granby and let him roll through, and then tried to take when he was back. Didn't get any points, but held him pretty close. So we got 20 seconds left in the second period of the Jake Gentry match. Still 0-0. If he rides him out, this is a big kind of a semi-victory for the second period. He'll be able to take down the third period if he can get the escape and takedowns. So he's taken down before the period's even over. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's that experience showing through there. He's been here. He knows how important it is control. We've talked about that a lot, that we haven't seen enough quality riding time put forth by a lot of our wrestlers, and we've given up points too easily over the years.
Gentry fighting hand control. He gets his one.
Got a takedown, or his escape.
Minute 45 left. We still got blood time at the other 7th and 8th place match. A lot of nose bleeding. It's gotten dried out in the arena. And those of you who've been cutting weight, pretty easy to get a nosebleed. So here we go. Minute and 25. It stands between a 3rd place finish for Hamilton Ross, Jake Gentry. Good way to finish your high school career.
Gentry needs to work a little bit on getting a little bit safer shot over there. He's shooting straight in, and that gives Wyatt a little bit of an opportunity. Now we got nosebleed over there.
Yep. Minute and 7 left. So on the left side of your screen, Depker trying to escape. Oh,
shifts his hips, gets out, gets his escape.
Majusik almost pulled him right on top of him. Head coach Matt McIntyre, former 2-time state champion, exhorting him to, now you get your takedown, which he got in the first period. So 2-2.
These are two sophomores, and that's always a good sign when you've got kids in here battling for places in the state tournament. It sets them up. It gives them that encouragement. They feel like, the door is open for next season, because there have been a lot of guys come in here who
Depker in on the single. I thought he had that, Dave. He switched to the double, but Majusik was able to come over the top there. He got his elbow caught. Okay, stalemate. Well, good recovery by Majusik. More blood. 25 seconds. This thing's taking forever. There's both matches are stopped for blood right now.
It's a good idea that I'm not involved in these, because I'd be sitting in the chair bleeding. I suffer the same problem these guys do with nosebleeds at this time.
All right, we're back on mat 4 with Gentry. Jake Gentry leading 1-0. So 1 minute away. And it's bleeding again.
The 106-pound weight class is sponsored by a new organization in town. We're really glad to have them join us. This is the Jeff Burkhoff Old Coaches Association. Jeff Burkhoff was a well-known and trusted referee for years and years, who passed too soon. It's made up of a bunch of the old-timers in the sport.
Well, we're back to live action here, 2-2.
And Gentry still leads 1-0 in the
7 seconds left.
And Blood stops it over in the Gentry match again.
All right, 2-2. Mason Wrestler taking down. Needs his escape here. That first takedown is so important. Gives you that nice cushion to work with. Now he's got to get his escape. He doesn't need it right away either.
When's
the ankle.
When's the last time you saw Rich Dunn without a ball cap?
Well, he's got his finals tie, as they were. Well, they've really wrapped up the other wrestler for Beloit West Branch. He's not going to be able to bleed much anymore. He got his whole face taped. 3-2. Depker's got to get a point here. Got to be aggressive. Just kind of sitting off. You know, at the end of a hard tournament like this, they just wrestled an hour ago. Most of these guys, well, the 7th and 8th place wrestled last night. But after a hard season, knowing this is the last match of the year, got to leave it all out on the table. On the mat. 1 minute to go. On your right, Gentry's hand fighting with 25 seconds. Leads the match 1-0. Hasn't been warned for stalling yet.
He doesn't want to stall over there. He
well,
wants to get in. The safest place to be.
Yeah, he's in on the Russian.
That's a decent place. Get that 2-on-1.
And moving forward.
The Russian arm bar. Fight off it.
6 seconds to go here. This is a good revenge match for Gentry here. 1 second.
There.
3rd place.
7th place.
No, 3rd place. 3rd place for Gentry.
You're right, that's Gentry. I was looking at the wrong bracket again. Jake Gentry finishes out his senior year at Ross. And a very fine career it has been with 3.
Good thing he's a 120-pounder, though, Dave. 113-pounder.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have just had Rich Dunn smashed when he jumped over.
And we.
Mason. So there's your champion at 7th place finisher.
Yep. It's
Pacey.
Nadusik.
Nadusik, yeah.
Pacey Nadusik.
And 8th place is Bill Depker William Depker from Eldon. Now we don't know what's next until they tell us in the truck because they're announcing them. But we might be having a wrestler anytime here. In fact, I think we missed one, Dave.
Match 2.
We already missed the Ball Brown match. There they are. Here we go. So this match.
Yeah.
They've got it listed as.
There's Brandon Lucas.
Yeah, versus Mustafa Ball.
And Mustafa Ball. Again, an area double up.
They did not wrestle earlier.
Mustafa Ball ended up 2nd in the district, and Brandon Lucas of Mount Ora of Western Brown was 3rd in the district.
I'm not sure they wrestled. I think they were opposite. Because Ball wrestled Lucas Burden. I think Brown Western.
Lucas
they both
in on a single right away and picks up. I can't remember.
I think they were opposite brackets and didn't actually wrestle each other. They both lost to Lucas Bird from LaSalle.
Well, Ball is a junior at Fairfield, and Lucas is a senior. This is his last go at it. Lucas is a 2-time state placer.
In Division II.
Yeah,
they've moved up to
you're
Division
correct. Yes,
3
that's
this
right.
year, which is
Yeah.
not to, you know, poo-poo it, but it's just another higher level, which is, and he's been able to place at this level also. So
These two they wrestled in the semifinals just a little bit ago. Ball is right back and very aggressively going after Lucas, and it's a 3-2 lead for Brandon Lucas, and Ball
he's picked up the pace, that's for
has
sure.
picked up the pace big time and picks up the 2-point takedown.
Gonna cut him loose. 4-4, minute and 30 left. But you know, Lucas is he's an experienced wrestler. Well, boy, he got taken down again. Got that little force the head to the mat and spin behind, 6-4. I think I'd cut him again if I was Ball.
Ball is very, very quick, and he's working. Lucas is a taller wrestler, and he does some kind of unorthodox, gets in strange positions every now and then, and makes it really difficult to anticipate just what he's going to do. He doesn't wrestle traditional style. Foster and Motley Incorporated are our underwriters for the 113-pound match. Actually, there are several of our underwriters who unfortunately got closed out of being notified on a win with their weight class, but you can't know going in who's going to do what. We'll bring you all of those. We'll bring all those people to you with the rolls at the end of the program, and we'll try and pick them up as we go as well.
Well, Ball slowed down his pace there. I think he had Lucas on the ropes, and now he's in again. He's got to finish.
It is on that snag single.
Lucas, coached by Wendell Donathan, last year's Division II Coach of the Year, was honored earlier this tournament.
Yeah.
And of course, head coach Jason Laughlin from Fairfield. One of his assistants is. It's the end of the second period, 6-5. Numerous assistants at both places. Former state placers and wrestlers up here. That experience is invaluable in the room. Ball lets Lucas free right away.
6-6 going into the third.
But he's certainly been the aggressor and the more active on his feet.
But Lucas Lucas picks up the takedown off that with all the work.
Too aggressive, got a little sloppy. So yeah.
They let Ball do all the work and picked up the points, which is a good day's work in itself.
Well, Ball needs the minute and 44. He's got to get the escape and back to the takedown again. So got to feel like he's stronger on his feet. So if he can get to his feet, he gets his escape. All right.
7-6.
Minute 20.
As we go scrambling, trying to figure out 121.
Well, is that Casey Weil? Yep, he's just on the right. Just got from LaSalle. Just got taken down in back points. Yeah, the Brecksville wrestlers. Strong. He was trying to think where he was. Is that Carmody? Yeah, Jimmy Carmody, Brecksville. Brecksville's having a good tournament. Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Wiles is wrestling Carmody, Jimmy Carmody of Brecksville Broadview Heights. Carmody is a sophomore, came into the tournament 32-8. Wiles is a freshman. He came in 31-11 and a second place finish in the district.
Lucas takes the double shot, so it's 8-7. Lucas leads. 40 seconds to go. Ball needs a takedown. Lucas doesn't need to do anything but stay right there, unless he gets called for stalling, but there's only 30 seconds. Okay, Carmody,
they're gonna
on top.
Put a stalemate up? What are we doing? Stalemate.
Yeah. So
Stalemate.
Ball doesn't want to lock up. He wants to force ahead and get that. He's been able
Lucas
to spin
is
behind. Lucas
got in nice on that single.
That's what he took him down with a little earlier. So got 20 seconds, which is lots of time if you hit your single, if you hit it right.
Wiles
trails 6-2.
Is up 6-2.
No, he trails 6-2. Oh, he's up. Wait. Guess he's ahead now. You're right, Dave. He's working hard. And there's your winner on the left side. Lucas from Western Brown defeats Ball from Fairfield. We're going to stay on that, Matt, because we got Antoine Allen from LaSalle stepping in there at 120. He'll be wrestling Logan Heil from Brunswick. Heil was third last year at this weight, and now he's wrestling for fifth, so he's actually dropped down a weight or a placement. Brecksville, Casey Wiles maintaining control, second period, 6-2. Wiles has the leg in, forcing ahead. So we got two early underclassmen for LaSalle wrestling here. One for,
they've got
fifth.
A lot of young kids.
Yeah. They'll be back next year. Coach Ryan Root and Coach Jeff Burrid, Jock Boggs, they've done a nice job getting these younger wrestlers. And, can't forget Avery Zirkle, who retired and moved back home, got this program back on its feet. Really developed it, a lot of these wrestlers. All right.
120.
8 to 4.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Dave. 8-4 at 126. Wiles leads Carmody.
And the 126-pound weight class is underwritten by Kent Smith, a former referee, and now a State Farm insurance agent. And we thank Kent for his support. Actually, he picked up 2 of our sponsorships. Wiles still leads 8-6 at 126 pounds for third place over
good little Granby roll, front
Carmody of Brecksville. Actually, Brecksville, Broadview Heights. I guess there's more than one school in that district.
I think it's it. It's just.
I think so. Well, maybe you're right.
All right. Allen being held down right now by Heil. Minute to go in the second period. Heil's up by 2.
Wiles is on the bottom, and
Right.
they've got 32 seconds.
Well, he doesn't have to do anything.
No,
here,
he doesn't, really,
Just gotta
because the
keep
cross
his head up.
body's in.
Yeah, so. And he's not going to turn him if this is pretty bad strategy by the Brecksville wrestler, to be honest with you. Nothing there. So might as well give that up. And now we've got another.
Oh, boy.
Jabari Thomas wrestling.
We said that this was the crazy hour.
Yep. Well, at 3, his opponent from Austintown, Fitch, former state placer. I was going to tell you Thomas is good on his feet, but I think he just got taken down and taken to his back. So it's a 2-2. You know, in these matches, the first period's only a minute, so you got to get your points. So there's your.
Wiles wins that match for 3rd place. It's Casey Wiles of LaSalle, who is a freshman.
Yeah,
great
first
ends
year.
up 3rd in the state. That's pretty good work in my book.
Well, you know, I'm sure he rolls around with all the Allen and Lucas Bird, and who's in the finals.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Yeah. So 2nd in district, 1st in sectional, 2nd in district, 3rd in state. Not a bad hang. Good 3 weeks for him. So Allen's 1-1. Heil got his escape in 10 seconds, and Allen took about a minute and 45. So 1-1 though. Heil the aggressor here. Allen long and lanky, able to fight him off. So we have 1-1 on the left side of your screen. Allen in the red and black LaSalle. And on your right in the gray is Jabari Thomas from Fairfield. Trails 5-0 with a minute and 15 to go in the 2nd period. Little blood time there.
120.
We've got the bottom right corner.
That must be a Division III. I'm going through programs
here
really fast, trying to.
7th and 8th place match.
In the
from
bottom
Bethel
right,
Tate, I think. Yeah, from Bethel Tate.
That's Jake White of Akron, Manchester, and Tony Trey Snyder of Bethel Tate.
Yeah, there you go.
For 7th place. They're wrestling over on mat 9, which is way down beyond us.
Bottom right corner of your screen here.
Wrestling on mat number 4, about 133, Division II, 132 pounds,
and
3rd place. From OHSAA, returning state placer, senior Hunter Yaki. From Lisbon Beaver, returning state
looks
placer,
like
sophomore.
White is ahead 4-1 in that match at
I think
120 pounds.
Is he?
Wrestling on mat 5, about 140.
No, that's Manchester.
He's losing 4-1, Dave, I think.
That's what. Yeah, White of Manchester is winning. The Blanchester kid's Stander, and he's down at this point.
Bethel Tate.
You're right, Bethel Tate.
Manchester, Blanchester, Bethel Tate, they all kind of.
Yeah. All
There's
from
so
that
many
side of
schools
town.
here, and it's, so many of the singlets are similar, and you think you know it, and then they come out with a different singlet for the finals, a different color, and it's you got to reprogram yourself. So
We have another wrestler coming on the mat. Joy Ward. Not Joey.
Yeah.
I wish we could bring Joey back.
So
About 122 is a medical default.
Well, we've got we're into the 3rd period now, and Jake White of Manchester leads 4-1 over Trey Sander of Bethel Tate. Sander needs to turn him in a hurry.
Well, third period. So Thomas has got a lot of work to do. Well, that top left corner is Ward from Moeller. We've got our graphics up, try to update that for you quickly. That's at 132, Messer versus
It's Messer
Ward.
of Wadsworth, Logan Messer of Wadsworth.
Yeah, that's on mat 1.
No, it's on mat 2.
Okay, we're going to try and correct all this for you. We got 2 matches of Ward showing up on the screen.
And Jabari.
There we go. Now we've got it. Jabari Thomas in the top right. He's trailing 5-1.
And they're wrestling for 7th.
Yes. And
at 126 pounds.
Bethel Tate match is 5-1. Bethel Tate's trailing Manchester. 2 5-1 matches to your right. Then the match to your left, Ward from Moeller, 0-0.
Dr. Kevin Riley is the underwriter of the 120-pound weight class that we have.
Kevin never saw that weight class
Trey Sander
after 8th grade. But
I'm not even sure 8th grade would do it.
Thomas in.
Oh,
gets blocked.
He's getting back points. May very well be that. Trey Snyder may pull this out.
There's only 1 second left.
He does.
He got the back points.
He got the back points out. Wins 7-5.
Big match.
Wonderful win
return,
for Trey Sander. Congratulations, Trey Sander.
Well, Thomas needs to do the same. He only got 20 seconds left. So 5-3.
Trey Sanders is a junior, so he's got a chance to come build on this for next season.
A little blood. So now we've got Ward leads 1-0.
I want to thank Mark Floan of La Rosa's Pizzeria. Actually, Mark's La Rosa's store is over in northern Kentucky, but he is an underwriter here. Mark wrestled for me 120 years ago.
Oh, great takedown.
Yeah, he did. He sat in under that with his hips really nicely to finish that off.
He's got his head down underneath. He wants to hang on for 15 seconds. Able to get his hips underneath him. Get under there. He's got 4 seconds left to get this hang on. And he gets the takedown. So he's leading 3-0 over Logan Messer, Wadsworth.
Messer is a freshman. He came in 33-13. Ward is a junior with an incoming record of 44-5. Ward lost yesterday in the championship quarterfinals, or semifinals rather.
Yeah, this match is for 5th place. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that was not what he wanted to do. He tried that little crab ride and got stuck underneath. Messer was able to flip over. He's got back points and a reversal. That's a 3.
2 on the back. That puts him up 4-3. And Ward's down. He got that. Messer was cranking on that pretty hard, and I'm not quite sure. I know we can't see a replay on that, but I'm not really sure what transpired here. Wasn't Ward nursing a shoulder at one point?
Well, I'm going to tell you, yeah, I don't know if you paid attention, but we had the exact same thing, Dave, down in the corner when Ward got her with Jabari Thomas winning 7-5 after trailing 5-2. So another win. Great comeback.
Jabari did?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he won 7-5. Sorry, we were looking at the action on the Ward.
Yeah, I was over there paying attention to that. Oh, Mikey Addis of Norwood will be fighting for 5th place, it looks like.
Okay.
I missed his match. Well, at least I did.
Well, that was still the, we weren't showing that one, I don't think. That was just as we were coming on. That was for his placement match.
Ward's hurt pretty badly there, it looks like.
Yep, he's DQ.
He's going to default?
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, he's wrestling. He's coming back.
Oh, you're right. He didn't. I thought the way he stood up, I thought he was going to maybe
he's trailing
get out there. Well, he
4-3.
trails 4-3, minute 39.
I think he lost a contact.
Is that what it was?
Well, no, that's just one of the. I think contact was the last thing.
Now, this tough ride. This is one of the things you have to be able to get out from under a leg man. You can't let them get legs in because a minute and 16 seconds isn't much for guys like that. On the other hand, if they're behind, quality wrestlers don't get turned very often in them.
Well, he needs an escape. He's only down one. He kind of
hips are
gathered
away.
himself after that.
And
now he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's hurt this time.
No, his elbow. He copped his elbow.
I think, yeah.
His elbow got dislocated.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Okay.
Yep. I don't know if they're going to try and put that back or not, but his
Here
elbow
comes
is
Kevin
out.
Riley now.
Yep.
From Powell, Olentangy, Liberty, returning state placer, sophomore Blake Sato. From Brunswick, returning
So we're.
We don't have anybody else rolling around out here. Well, there you see the
just put it back
happy
in.
folks over here on the side trying to keep up with the crazy hour here.
Yeah. Well, looks like they've.
The real stern-looking guy that's down there in the gray shirt on the extreme left, that's Tim Cunningham, and he's the guy that's responsible for all of this. He's managing to keep track of where we all are, or I think he's able to keep track of it.
Right. Well, that ends that match for Ward. He's going to DQ at this point. You can tell if you, now we have Javon Fuqua, or no, there's
Okay,
the end of the
here's
Sanders
okay, we're going
thing
to
right
see
here. Sanders got the takedown.
Well, this is the replay of us watching it.
Yeah, we missed it. Almost missed it twice.
The good-looking guy on the extreme left, that's Dave Bean. In the beside him
The
is
legend of wrestling.
one of the youngsters. How long you been coming to this tournament, Greg?
53 years.
53 years. Good heavens.
Since
You remember when it was at St. John's Arena, right?
Oh, yeah. We even had it at Cincinnati Gardens one year.
Yes, we did. We had it in Cleveland
Cleveland,
State,
yeah.
too. Or Cleveland Arena. I think that was the first one I saw.
I think those are torn down now. Yeah. And Fuqua gets the takedown.
From Cincinnati Princeton, senior Jovan Fuqua.
This is Daniel Patton of Stowe.
Right. This is for
somebody, Stowe something. Hang on,
fifth
I'll
place.
find it.
Oh, nice. Nice. He's got it.
On mat number 6, about 150.
He got the pin. Boy, what a way for Coach Ty Robbins to end his career with a fifth place pin with one of his wrestlers getting on a podium with a fifth place finish.
Yep, that's the way you're supposed to do it, isn't it?
There he is. There's Coach Robbins. Been a great ambassador for wrestling in Cincinnati for a lot of years. Mount Healthy grad, I might add.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that another plug for Mount Healthy, right?
We rolled around a few times.
Right.
You know. So.
Yeah, Ty is a wonderful guy. He worked really hard.
Developed that program. You know, it's been had success many times. It's kind of gone up and down. Ty's done a great job there. So fifth place finisher, and a nice job for you got to do it on the mat. Jovan Fuqua, great way to end his season.
Okay, we're on break.
Wrestling on Waycross Sports is sponsored by SWOCA, the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Jeff Burkhoff's Old Coaches Association, Falster & Montley Incorporated, Dr. Kevin Riley of Tri-Health, Kent Smith of State Farm, the Cold Springs, Kentucky location of La Rosa's, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Matt and Dominique Mercurio, Dr. Stephen Daly of UC Health, and the generous support of Greg Klein.
Okay, this is a replay of the end of an earlier match. This is Jordan Ward's match, and it's the one that he ends up getting caught and injured. And he's I didn't see anything get trapped, but I think he was hurt going into this thing. Anyway, the outcome of that was that Jordan Ward defaulted and ended up in 6th place at 132 pounds. Now we've gone to action at 138 pounds with Carter Weingartner of Zanesville, West Muskingum versus Drew Price of Middletown, Madison. This is again, you get into these 7th place matches, and so many times it ends up being the same kids wrestling a second time. They did wrestle before. Drew Price won the match 4-3 in that instance, and so we've got a rematch going between these two.
From Zanesville, West Muskingum, sophomore Carter Weingartner. From Middletown, Madison, senior Drew Price.
And they'll be starting up here on mat 9 for 7th place at 138 pounds in Division 3.
On mat number 3, about 150.
We've got blood time. We've got looks like a split over an eyebrow, and the tape is out, and the trainer it's kind of Humpty Dumpty time here. Going to try and put the eggshell back together up there. And
Hey, Tim, do you know what uniform is what down there?
Okay. And we're going right on the edge of the mat. Yeah, Middletown Madison is in darker uniform, the red anklet. And leads 2-0 here in the first period with 14 seconds remaining in that period.
Wrestling on mat number 1, bout 157. Division 1,
We don't always, Middletown Madison is just on the edge of our Coaches Association region, and their coaches have been consistent members of the association, and they've produced a lot of successful wrestlers over the years. And so, started the second period with Drew Price, Madison, in control, 2-0.
Junior Naeem Russell from Centerville. Junior
And now it's a 2-1. Price still leads. That's Weingarter's got a score in there that our scoreboard hasn't caught up yet. It's 2-1, Drew Price. And then they go out of bounds, return to the middle on their feet. At this level of the competition, it's pretty hard to, if you lined all the wrestlers in the same weight class up across the three divisions, it'd be pretty hard to pick out who's Division I and Division III. Price continues to keep the pressure on there. Weingarter rushes in, but a straight in shot. And all that Price has to do is kind of work the edge of the mat, let clock run some.
Division 3, 152 for 5th place.
As in all sports, the clock is preeminent, and that's a nice
Close up, no points.
nice lift, and you got no tape?
No, they were out of bounds.
Oh, they're out of bounds. Okay.
Senior Jesse Mitchell from Massillon Tuslaw. Senior Stephen Skees, mat 8.
Price picks up the next takedown. And now into the third period, and he's got a 4-1 lead, 2 minutes away from his 7th place finish. Price is a senior, came in with a 45 win record. He's picked up a couple wins along the way. And Weingartner is a sophomore and had a 28-3 record coming to the tournament. And now Weingartner, or Price picks up another point for escape.
Well, it wouldn't have been for, that wouldn't be right. He was on top.
Well, I thought so too, but maybe there was a.
Wasn't an escape, so I don't know what they just did.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't make sense, but.
Wrestling on mat 4, about 169 for 3rd place at Division 2, 160 pounds.
Dave, what match are you
This
guys
is
looking at?
Division 3, 138, 7th place.
Yeah, but the score is 1-0.
No, the score on mat 9.
Oh, I mean 7-1.
7-1.
Yeah, but how do they get to 1? I mean,
I think there was an intentional escape.
It must. It's hard to keep up with it. Yeah.
Well, not
7-2 now.
Not only are we trying to keep up with that match, we're trying to see who's out on the mat in a lot of other matches as well. Fortunately,
well, now they've got it 9-2. 9-2. Yeah.
9-2. That's Drew Price of Middletown Madison.
It's our division.
We have 14 seconds. Tried a Granby that didn't work out quite. And so at the end of that match, it's Drew Price taking 7th place at 138 pounds in Division III.
There we go. Good.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure. Let's see, that was 138 pounds. And again, Mark Flown of La Rosa's.
We got a little
okay, we've got
break.
Just want to make another run through our gratitude to our underwriters. As we'll be seeing later on, we've seen him out on the mat today, actually. Dr. Kevin Riley of Tri-Health has been an underwriter for 285 pounds, where he competed, 195 pounds. I think he did that as a freshman, didn't he? And he actually ends up as an underwriter for 120 pounds. The Jeff Burkhoff Old Coaches Association that somehow let, we let anybody who's over the age of 50, I think, into that organization.
Is that considered old now?
Yeah, you are. You're more than 50, Greg.
It's a lot more than 50. Yeah.
The underwriter of both 220 and 106 pound division. Dr. Steve Daly of UC Health underwrote the 182 pound division. Foster and Motley, Dave Foster, the principal there, has brought you the 113 and 132 pound weight class. La Rosa's in Northern Kentucky, Mark Sloan, the proprietor there, underwrote the 138 pound class. That's where Mark wrestled way back in high school. Swoka brought you the 145 pound weight class, and Swoka underwrites all of the replay scenes you see during the course of the tournament. Kent Smith of State Farm is the underwriter at 152 and also 126 pounds. Matt and Dominique Mercurio, two people that have given an awful lot of time and effort supporting tournaments all around the area, underwrote the 170 pound weight class, and 160 pounds was underwritten by Steve Burke over at Cincinnati Sub-Zero. We want you to be sure to say thanks to any of those folks that you run into, because we can't do it without them. And of course, our volunteers here working for Waycross really make it happen. If you're interested in getting involved with Waycross Community Media, give them a call at 825-2429 or go to the website at www.waycross.tv. And I think we're going to be in another break, Greg.
Yeah, we got a 52 pounder, but looks like it's going to be a few minutes. But you can see the crowd here with the 9 mats going on right now.
This is just the noon hour here in in Columbus now for this event.
That's the whole press row where you're looking at the bottom there, where you can see the numerous outlets, how much kind of coverage they get, all the local papers, all throughout the state.
Waycross has been covering this event since 1991, when the tournament was held for a number of years at a all at once I forgot what arena is that?
Which one?
Wright State's
Nutter Center.
Nutter Center, thank you. And that was the first year. It was pretty interesting. In those days, press row was you had a seat on the top of a bleacher section, and that was all there was. Now we're still kind of on the top of a bleacher section.
And they had those glass panels behind us there.
That's 6 we're going to.
All right. Who's at mat 6? Is this Bethel Tate wrestler?
That should be.
I think so. 152. Oh, 170. Indian Hill.
Oh, the John Mark Thomas.
John Mark Williams?
John Mark Williams, yeah. Cincinnati Indian Hill versus David Tuttle of Steubenville. We've missed John Mark Williams' matches earlier.
Well, we didn't miss it. This is for 7th and 8th, right?
Yeah, but I mean, over the course of the tournament, we have not been able to keep up with him. There's a lot of kids here, and he was one that got kind of overwhelmed in some of our coverage.
For third place, Division II, 220 pounds. From St. Paris Grand Local, two-time state placer, junior Johnny Schaefer.
Well, I don't think they've had a placer for a number of years here.
No, this is Nate Iger, the head coach out there, has done a really nice job of working really hard. He's built a very solid junior high program. His varsity, has become a force.
Division II, 170 pounds for 7th place. From Cincinnati, Indian Hill, junior John Mark.
So we got
John's
the end
only
of the
a
first
junior.
period. It's
Yep.
2-2. Defers. Red choice going to Steubenville.
Takes
Start
down.
The second period all tied up. David Tuttle is a sophomore. He was 4th in the Claymont district.
And placing here, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Finished 4th, and you're projected like 13th to 16th.
Williams
position.
from Indian Hill was a runner-up in the Wilmington district, and picked up some wins here. He won his opening match with a pin.
Indian Hill's had some real good teams the last few years. Football team's been in the playoffs. Their basketball team did really well this year. Got some talented athletes last few years coming through the programs there. Their girls basketball team used to be has been pretty good. So,
well, back in the
small
day,
school.
back in the day when, put in a plug for Ron Lepker and Denny Dubs, who really are kind of motivators to the Old Coaches Association. They used to bring guys up here and do well year after year. Uh-oh. David Tuttle caught him with an double underhook. And, Thomas managed to fight off his back, but now is down by 3 with a 6-3 score. And Tuttle remains in control with 26 seconds left here in the second period.
All right, we got another match. Here's our Bethel Tate wrestler on the right-hand side at 152 pounds. That'll be Matt Hall from Bethel Tate. His opponent, Colton Souls from Archibald. So, there, the star of the match, Bethel Tate in the black with his back to the camera.
This is another one of those rematches of a first round matchup.
Yeah, Hall in on the ankle.
The Archibald wrestler, Cotton Souls, and won that first match in a 6-5 score. Matt Hall is a senior from Bethel Tate. He won the Troy district, and Souls of Archibald was fourth in his district, and here they are matching up for 7th place. Now we're making it real complicated. Now we've got
Trey Sizemore from
Division
LaSalle.
1 up.
Yep, in the bottom right corner.
You got I can't see the monitor.
Which Sizemore's on the bottom. Just Cranbeat out. 3-3 after the first period. A lot of action in 1 minute. His opponent from Austintown, Fitch again. I've had several comparisons. So, I don't know who we've got on the fourth match. We've got Indian Hill in the top right corner. Now we have, bottom right is Beecham from Winton Woods. His opponent, Emil Sonlin, defending state champion, who got beat in the semis by Karsla from Old Town's Liberty. That's your bottom right. So, a lot going on here at once. Four screens. Nice that we've got the capabilities of showing you all that.
Last night, Beecham lost in the semifinals last night. He didn't seem to reach the point where he let it rip again, and kind of a shame, but because that was his only loss on the season.
Right.
And here he is with
another opportunity to finish third
Solon,
again. Yeah.
Perry.
Sonlin is, like I said, defending state champ. He'll be okay. That's 0-0 there. We'll see if I can give you the scores. Sizemore leads for 6-3. Tuttle and
we missed.
John Mark
lost track
Williams.
of that.
That's 6-6. That match is tied, and Bethel Tate is 0-0. So I think that's what we got. Or no, 2-2.
Yeah,
so
3-2.
Now.
Yep.
2-2.
And I'm sorry, you're correct.
So
Williams.
Sonlin up 1-0.
I hope if you're watching this at home, you recognize your favorite's uniform that's out here, because we've never had five screens up, and quite honestly, we're going to have a real hard time keeping track of who's who. But John Mark Williams, has gotten a takedown over there and is picking up back points.
That's going to win the match for him. 3 back points.
Three
that
on
won
the
it.
back.
9-6. That ends the match.
John
So
Mark
trailing.
Williams ends up. Williams is a junior, so he'll be back. Ends up 7th in the state. Great job.
Oh, Sonlin takes Beecham down. He's got him to his back. So didn't get. Cornell managed to swing through that, but he gives up 2 back points in the process. Trails 5-0 in the second period. Sondland was ranked 7th in the country, going to Purdue next year. And
He was
Karshla is ranked 6th in the country, who beat him. So they were that semifinals match. They were ranked 1-2 in the state with Beecham 3rd.
Someone lost in the semifinals last night to Carson Kachula. Karchula.
Yeah.
7-2. And pretty much that's a real upset. Although, well.
No, they were very close. They're ranked 1 and 2 in the state.
Yeah, well, and they were winners of their respective districts. And but a 7-2 match is a little bit unusual for that.
I watched it. They tried to throw at the end.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, or Sondland did.
What else have we got in there?
5-2.
We've got.
Well, we're down to 4. We got Sizemore.
Tate.
Sizemore's winning 6-4 at the top. The Bethel Tate match is 3-2, with Bethel Tate leading by 1 with 35 seconds to go. And we have Beecham and Sondland. It's 5-2. Cornell's gotten 2 escapes. And then so Bethel Tate got the takedown. Hall got the takedown.
Yep, 5-2 now.
Right. And we also, I think, is that who we got? Baker in the, or no, what's his, Wilson in the bottom. LaSalle in the left corner. And he's winning 2-0. Got the takedown in the first period. So 2 LaSalle Lancers going up next on your left side of your screen.
Another 2 points. Now has a 4-8 lead.
That one's that's Sizemore. Sizemore.
Oh, is that Sizemore?
Yeah. Wilson's leading 2-0. Sizemore just got reversed. So 8-6 with 1:08 to go. Wilson leads 2-0. Cornell Beecham trails 5-2 with 45 seconds left. Now he's got to do something here, Dave. He's the one trailing by 3. So we need to see some action here. Escape for Sizemore, 9-6, leads by 3. And Bethel Tate, we saw he won that match. Hall won. Sizemore in on the single, on the double. Oh, Beecham's got a shot here. 13 seconds if he can. He got the takedown, but he needs one more. It's 5-4. Cuts him loose. 6-4. 2 seconds.
He got him up.
No time. Wow. Time was out.
He was there.
Well, you could see as he was lifting him in the air, the official spread his hands. So
he was there. He was there. Well, it's unfortunate that Cornell ends up 4th. On the other hand, his accomplishments on the season speak for themselves. You go out your senior year with only 2 losses, and that's something to be really proud of. End up 4th in the state of Ohio. He's
in a tough weight class too.
Not only a tough weight class, but he started as a, he's one of these kids. Winton Woods doesn't have junior high program. They don't have a lot of kids who come to them from summer wrestling. They're self-made, and you have to respect that a whole lot. So he's our only Waycross kid here, and he did himself and the rest of us in the Waycross service area made us very proud of his accomplishments.
Well, we've got 4-3. It went from 5 screens back to 1. This is Blake Wilson from LaSalle. He is leading 4-3 with 25, now 5-3. 21 seconds left. So that was kind of our high water mark there with 5 matches all at once. Take a deep breath again, Dave. So yeah. So Blake
Yeah,
Wilson
I'm
leads
still
5.
turning pages. Okay. Well, I found him anyway.
Three-time state placer, senior Joey
Wilson there. This is for 5th place. We weren't. We didn't give the other ones earlier. Sizemore, I'm pretty sure, was 7th and 8th.
Wrestling on mat number 3, bout 177. Division 1, 170 pounds for 7th place.
Yes. So he got the 7th place finish.
Who?
Sizemore, Trey Sizemore.
Sizemore did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Wilson,
Wrestling for 5th.
Wilson has got a point lead with starting here in the 3rd period. His opponent, Joey Ballman of Wadsworth, only had 2 losses on. Well, he's got at least. Well, they wrestled before.
No, this isn't one. Yeah.
They wrestled before. Just back in the Holy Toledo.
No, this is not Wadsworth. This is Wadsworth, however you say it. He's wrestling for Barberton.
Oh, what'd you
Gary.
get?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wojciech.
Yeah. Wojens. Wojens. It's not an Irish name, so I can't necessarily pronounce it properly. He's blocking off very nicely. 5 to 4.
Okay.
You ever been to Barberton? It's an old
I
little
have
town.
not been to Barberton.
Neat little town. Has a little restaurant called the Green Diamond. There's all kinds of Ted Williams memorabilia. Yeah. .34 seconds. Wilson blocks off again.
Okay, we should be, and I don't know who.
This is Gear from McNick.
Jackson Gear.
Yeah. This should be for 5th.
Is you for 5th?
So this is for 3rd place.
3rd place.
Yep. I think they've wrestled before. For some reason.
Who's
Here trying to escape. Covers Bay is taking down this period. So Jackson Gear takes top.
Both of these wrestlers lost last night in the championship semifinals.
Gear's got the leg in, trailing 2-0. Covers coming up.
Jackson Gear came out of the Wilmington District in 3rd place, and Matthew Cover of Bay Village came out of the Norwalk.
Oh, nice move by Baker. This could end this one. LaSalle just reloaded on that mat there. Blake Wilson won, and then Michael Baker comes out at the next weight up. His opponent, Brayton Douglas from Fitch, and now he's tilting him. It's going to be 7-0 here in the 1st period. Boy, that's great. That's a will breaker, if you will. Come out
7-0.
7-0 in 45 seconds.
That's a good way to start it. They're wrestling for 5th place at 195 pounds.
Baker just kind of hanging there.
Again, Dr. Kevin Riley, the underwriter. And he's got both the Division II and Division I 195 pounders on the mat.
Well, this match could be, I think they're only through 138, but LaSalle's got a shot here the way they're going to jump into that number 4 spot for the team total. They're a point behind Elyria right now. I don't know what they're doing, but I know if Baker keeps this going and Wilson winning that other match, potential to move up to 4th.
Get back points.
Yeah. He might tech him out here, Dave. Let's get this over on. That's Baker in the red, or in the Gear cover match. Jackson Gear trails by 1 with 2 minutes to go, but he's down. So gets the escape, ties that up. We get down to a takedown to end it. Oh, he's got him on his back again. Baker, that is. Turning the Fitch wrestler. 3 more, 13-0 with 1 minute to go in the second period. So tips him one more time. We got to finish. Here it is. So Jackson Gear's got to get it in gear and get up.
He's got 1 minute and 34 seconds to.
Yeah, potentially dangerous.
Let's see, Cover is a junior. He only had 1 loss coming into the tournament.
Needs a little better hand control coming up. Gear, that is.
And he didn't lose until the semifinals last night.
Tie match, 4-4, minute and 20. Coming down to that takedown. Who's got the willpower for the will to win here? Oh, be careful. Got a little sloppy there.
Buddy,
Gear got a little sloppy. Yeah,
well.
yeah. He was able to elevate.
Yeah.
Didn't see his last takedown, so. So minute 9. Let's not have overtime here. Michael Baker wins, leading 13. He gets a takedown. It's over.
Gear's got 53 seconds to score a winning takedown here. There comes down again. Takedowns, takedowns, takedowns.
Right.
Both pairs of wrestlers on their feet. Their Gear gets a shot, and Cover spins on it, and wow, picks up the takedown with 15 seconds left. And a kind of a cradle, a standing cradle. I don't know if I know you were watching the Baker match over there, but that was a really strange combination that was put in. Three seconds, and
well, Baker,
Jackson Gear.
Yeah, Jackson Gear's in trouble there. Gave up that takedown and loses 7-4.
Well,
but
Gear ends up 4th.
Good season. Another good season. All right. Oh, no. Baker got taken to his back.
Oh,
and got stuck.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Losing 13 to winning 13-0.
You got to be kidding. Oh, man. Oh.
13-0.
Oh.
Wow. That's he
well,
gets a takedown away from a tech.
Yep.
Just killing the kid and just made a mistake. That's what the great equalizer.
That's the pin is the ultimate resolver of matches, and doesn't make any difference. That's a valuable lesson. It's never over. Not only until the big lady sings, but it's never over on the mat until the last whistle blows.
Well, I think we're done for a couple minutes then, right, Dave?
No, I think we've got another match.
Oh, yeah, we've got some. But
we
heavyweight, 220 and heavyweight.
No, we don't have.
We have a heavyweight match. Nash Moore will be coming up, but we got a little while for that, I think. So, what match is this one here?
Oh, look at him drape his head over the side.
Where? Yeah.
That's what cost him. Okay, we're at this point. We're waiting to get Alec Moore Nash of Elder on the mat.
I think we got a little wait for a while, so.
And I'm not
probably
even sure. Let's see.
Come back to later, I guess, huh?
Did we get Mikey Addis of Norwood?
Well, he's not up for a while yet either.
Returning state placer, junior Josh Beaver on that floor.
The heavyweights are coming. So we've got the on-deck heavyweight is on mat 2, but that's still a couple minutes to go. Just showing some wrestling here. This is St. Ed's.
We're just using some filler till we can find a replay.
Well, there have been some new faces this year. The Indian Hill, the Norwoods. You know, guys get a chance to represent their school that we haven't seen for a few years. So, it's been good to see.
Yes, it is. It's
and from
new life into the mix, and it's.
And from the team scores too,
worthwhile.
you know, like with St. Ed's has been, you know, there forever, but still, it's a lot closer this year. We're seeing some real close matches, so if they're, you know, at least a lot of teams are in the mix, if you will. I don't see the 206 match listed, Dave.
I'm looking for it too.
It's not on the board anywhere. Would have had to been on mat 5 if for some reason we missed it.
Oh, that could be.
5 or 8.
They're talking that maybe waiting for the 45-minute between matches, which is possible.
So I think it's already over with. So they probably moved it up. So we missed the Norwood wrestler then, I guess. If he shows up, we'll put him on, but I think he's done. So we'll just wait for the Elder wrestler, Nash Moore. That'll be our last match of the night.
Oh, man, we've got another district matchup here coming up for 5th place at 285. Every time, it's amazing. We're just not accustomed to the number of guys, the number of matchups that we've got like this year. It's
well, let me run down the team scores here for Division 1. St. Edward's 160.5, Breckville 131.5, Wadsworth 100. This is through 138 pounds. Elyria 90.5, Cincinnati LaSalle 89.5, Cincinnati Elder 59, Massillon Perry, former Power 54, Liberty, Old Intention Liberty 47, Marysville 42, and Fairfield 38. That's a fairly close race. You go to Division 2, Graham 212. Next, second place tie, Canfield and Steubenville. And Cuyahoga Valley Christian at 64.5. So 3 teams within a half a point, and they're all just fighting for second. Division 3, Genoa 105, led by Emilio. They've got some real good wrestlers down there at D3. St. John's, we haven't seen that much of them lately, 70.5. Edison, 63.5. Yeah, 57. Nelsonville, York, normal 55, and Rootstown, 49. Pretty common. So all the team titles are pretty much wrapped up at this point. Even though we got the finals this evening, I don't think most of the team points have been placed.
One of the unusual things in this is that the spread between first and second Division I is actually the top three, or the top two, is really close. Close by comparison to past seasons. St. Ed has them by 30 points, but it still is. We've seen that much bigger gap over the years. Graham continues its domination in Division II. There's just nobody ready to really challenge them yet. Genoa's solid in Division III.
Well, the crowd's cleared out quite a bit.
They've gone to lunch.
Yeah, a lot of them are gone.
Okay.
Got a large gap between now and the finals this evening.
While
they reset this whole arena, you'll notice the way the arena looks now when you watch our clips from the championships later. You won't even recognize the place. We used to show how they built this, and quite a difference.
We're going back to the. They're telling us we're going to see a replay of the Michael Baker match at 195 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure we will.
But I haven't seen it come up yet. One of those matches that he'll remember for a long time, and Baker's a junior, so it's. I had a kid had that happen to a kid in the district meet one year. Kid was kind of sailing along, and all at once lost control of the match, got taken down and put on his back, and that kid then went on to place high in the state. And the next year, after spending an entire year with the kid's name tacked on the ceiling of his bedroom, he came back and they met at the same point in the district tournament, and that was a different story that time around. It's a great motivator to come back, and Craig Keller came back and went on to be a state champion with that motivation.
Now I think we are going to show our replay. So it's 13-0.
Here's the shot. Baker's in on the shot.
And he just gets hipped into.
Stepped over.
And he's got the arm locked. Yeah,
wow.
And
wow. How. And when you get a head and arm locked in like that with guys that size, you're not coming out of it. That's a tough loss, but again, it could be a tremendous motivator for next season.
Well, he got late. He got too flattened out. Got too leaned forward. Exposed when he that shot. He wasn't in tight. Got flattened out, and boy,
he was in line. He didn't create enough angle. But that's tough. That's a tough loss.
Well, I think we're waiting here for a minute.
She has the Moore Nash mat showed up yet? 212. Yeah, there it is on deck on mat 2. And we're waiting for the Addis Keck match in Division 2, which isn't on the board anywhere. I'm not sure that match is, I'm not sure we didn't miss that.
Can't find him. He's not showing up, so I don't know if he had an 45 minute.
Well, that is a possibility. The truck informs us that there have been instances where the board never got a match, and they went ahead and wrestled it, but I don't see it anywhere on the mat, any of the mats. Mat 2. Oh, what's going on there?
Wrestling now, mat number 2, bout 212, Division 1, 200.
There we have Alex Moore, Nash of Elder on the mat right now.
From Cincinnati Elder, returning state placer, senior
At
Moore Nash.
285 pounds, wrestling for 5th place. His opponent is from Hilliard Darby, that's Jack Cover. And that name is familiar, it seems to me. Well, yeah, that's right. Cover lost to Jack Hyab in the semifinals last night. I thought that name sounded familiar.
Which one's that?
Cover that,
Yeah, the other cover that we watched, the 182 pounder.
yeah.
Okay. Not the same weight though, that's for sure.
No, see, Jacob lost to Hyab last night.
Right.
And Conley. Wait a minute. What am I doing here?
I don't know. The cover
Moore Nash.
there's
There
two
he is.
covers is the problem.
Is that it?
Yeah, we watched him beat. No, or it's a different cover, different, same last name, different kid, different weight, different school. So,
Okay.
oh look. So, anyway, back to action. Moore Nash from Mary's is kind of taking it. Couldn't hold on, so it's 1-0. Connolly leads.
Well, I think Moore Nash has fought his way all the way back. He lost his first match.
Got pinned.
Yeah, you're right, 247. And he has fought all the way back to looking for 5th place.
There's a big reason why
that's
Elder's in the, still on the scoreboard there at 6th place. You know. Well, the scores have changed. Looks like LaSalle and Valeria are now tied for 4th through the 160. Boy, that loss by Baker's could be devastating. Could change the placement from to getting that 3rd place or 4th place title.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't get you anything other than, but Wilson won at 170, so that'll give him a couple more points.
Well, they're getting ready. As soon as the 4 matches that are on the mat now are completed, they're going to tear this down, and you're going to see the podium style presentation of the finals, just the championship. And got to let you in on a secret, folks. You're going to see a lot of Cincinnati area matches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in Division 1 and 1 in Division 3. That's 8 matches. But we've got a couple doubles in there. We have a double at 106 and a double at 220. So we're gonna have some state champion. At least 2 state champions are going to come from the area.
We got all those names to mention those 10 finalists.
Well, we can. Let me start with the 200. Let's start at 106. Zach Schupp of Fairfield versus Dustin Norris of LaSalle. At 113 pounds, Lucas Bird of LaSalle will be in the finals. Let
me start moving up a little bit.
145, Christopher Donathan of Mason will be out there seeking the championship award at 160 pounds. Austin Murphy of Elder will be seeking the championship recognition. And then at 195 pounds, Jake Thompson from Moeller will be out there representing the area. And when we get to 220 pounds, Cameron Sauerwein of Harrison will be wrestling Antonio McLeod of Elder. There's our other double. And then in the 285-pound championship, Jack Hayab of St. X will be there. And in Division 3, at 285 pounds, we'll be seeing Brian Steers of Williamsburg.
Another heavyweight.
Who is the only one to have beaten Jack Hayab this season. And he did so at the SWOCA tournament way back in December. So it was a 1-1 match in the third period.
There's one down there.
Yeah, the last time I did that, I got in trouble. No, but when we were sitting at the table, we had to have my phone there.
Moore Nash is a short, stocky wrestler. He's going against Conley. Conley of Marysville. You can see the referees who are finished have their jackets on, are all over watching this final match, because their job is to take Matt's out of here in a moment. So
that's where they make the big money.
Yeah.
Ogie's got the bear hug there. Just couldn't bring him to the mat.
And
that's it.
We're going to go 1-1
Overtime.
in OT.
No score down there, though.
1 minute, sudden death, sudden victory.
1-1.
I think that's appropriate for heavyweights.
No. Oh, wrong. I'm looking at the wrong. I always done that.
Here we go. 45 seconds left.
What was your line last night? About start the music?
Yeah. They're starting to dance. 30 seconds. Yeah, they're carrying a lot of weight around and a lot of effort. I mean, they've been going, this is the 7th minute. They're both holding each other up right now, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
They leaned into one another
it's like
pretty decisively.
It's like
okay. I'll hold on if you will. Oh,
well,
throw a head and arm.
Yeah, nothing.
Out of bounds.
What the heck? 12 seconds. Can't get hurt there.
Yeah, it's a safe throw.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I like that the first time. Let's see if I can get into that.
5 seconds left. I think they're going to go down. Let's see if one of the two can ride each other for 30 seconds.
Now, we go 30 seconds here, and then there's another 30-second period that follows this, and you got to wrestle them both, regardless of any scores that take place.
Well, the Marysville guy just said, nah, we're not going down. Let's go. Why waste time?
Go on our feet.
I'm going to think about taking him down.
Tyler Conley is a junior. He's 38.
He's got a good underhook over, a little pummeling action.
He was second in the Hilliard-Davidson district. And Alex Moore-Nash was second in the Kettering-Fairmont district.
Lost in overtime on a penalty point infraction. Illegal hold to Jack Hyab. And Hyab's in the finals. So now
third
Conley
period.
takes down. Yep. He's got to escape. So if Nash can ride him for 30 seconds, which
Picks the single, that leg up.
yeah, they're not going to call stalling on you in this.
Now
race.
that's
They'll call
an
a quick
interesting
stalemate.
thing. That's an interesting call because years back, way back, as a matter of fact, it took place at the Cleveland Arena. Kurt Rockel,
Yeah, he'd have got it.
referee who was working a finals match, awarded a penalty point for stalling, and it produced I don't remember, I think it was a state championship. And the next year, actually, there was a special rule written in just about that very thing.
Well, he got the escape,
There's
so
the
now
escape.
we're
It's 2-2,
2-2.
both on their feet. 4 seconds left. Oh, we're going to go to the ultimate tiebreaker.
They need to get the scoreboard right. There we go.
Ultimate tiebreaker. Here we go.
Oh, see. Now he's got to do the same thing.
This is going to be tough now.
He's
Alex Moore Nash is on top. If he can ride it out, he wins.
He's going to go down for the.
Conley to his feet, fights the hands. Out of bounds.
That only took 7 seconds. See what he's got left. See what Tyler Connolly's got. Now he's going to go onto the leg. Got to.
Well, the coaches are calling for him to go on it. I lost it.
Well, that's a lot of weight to hold.
Yeah, it is. So
one arm versus that. Good match.
Tyler Conley of Marysville defeats Alec Moore Nash of Cincinnati Elder and takes 5th place.
I think we're done, Dave. We finally that's the last match in this whole arena. So, folks, that was it for this year. So we'll show some highlights, but
we realize that when we come back to see the finals, we're not going to be able to provide you with the same kind of coverage of those matches as we've been giving because Spectrum Sports owns the exclusive rights to the finals productions. And so we're only going to be able to give you brief looks at the final matches. And we refer you back to the semifinals that we did last night to see these guys in full-blown action that will be in there. I went over the contestants a little bit ago, and we've got a lot of them in there, but we're only allowed 3 minutes of total coverage by the OHSAA and by Spectrum Sports. So long from us here at the side, and we'll look for you later tonight for the championship bouts.
Wrestling on Waycross Sports is sponsored by SWOCA, the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Jeff Burkhoff's Old Coaches Association, Falster & Montley Incorporated, Dr. Kevin Riley of Tri-Health, Kent Smith of State Farm, the Cold Springs, Kentucky location of La Rosa's, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Matt and Dominique Mercurio, Dr. Stephen Daly of UC Health, and the generous support of Greg Klein.